Hi, I'm Sheila R, a fiber artist, and I make products for people and their pets out of all kinds of textiles. I also make visual art out of things like wood and metal and glass and unconventional materials. That's what we're going to work on today. Two projects that I think will be fun and exciting, and they're made out of single-use product packaging.
The whole point of all of this is rethinking single-use product packaging. Recycling reduces pollution from waste packaging in the environment. While pollution from single-use packaging is a global problem, it is most obvious in less wealthy nations. Here are some key facts from nationalgeographic.org. Single-use plastics account for 40% of the plastic produced every year. Many of these products, such as plastic bags and food wrappers, are used for mere minutes to hours, yet they may persist in the environment for hundreds of years. Half of all plastics ever manufactured have been made in the last 15 years. Every year, about 8 million tons of plastic waste escapes into the oceans from coastal nations. Now that's the equivalent of setting 5 garbage bags full of trash on every foot of coastline around the world. So recycle art turns single-use packaging into expressions of creativity.
What I'm using as my source material is a salting box. As you can see, I've already marked my template line, and all I'm going to do is just follow my line. And all I'm doing is cutting my first opening for the box. And what I'll be doing after that is using this cutout as my stencil for the other 3 panels of the box. So use your X-Acto knife or your scissors just to get a nice clean line. Then once you have the first stencil cut out, it makes it very easy to simply just line this up with your other 3 panels. There you are. So you have your 3 cutouts, which is going to be the opening for your lantern. So once you get your windows cut, you can paint the outside and the inside if you would like, any color you want. I find this spray paint, the Rust-Oleum, works really good because it goes on lots of different surfaces, wood, metal, plastic, masonry. It works really beautifully on cardboard, and that's what I used for this, as you can see. You can also use acrylic paints on cardboard as well. But what I would suggest is whenever you're working with single-use plastic, that if you use spray paint, you make sure you get either a spray paint that is multi-surface or an acrylic paint that is multi-surface so that it doesn't flake off. Now we're going to make the outer window of the lantern. As you can see, it looks sort of like this really cool mesh on the outside. And the way I got that look is using Latch hook rug netting. You can get it from any hobby store or art store that sells latch hook or sewing supplies. It's very easy to work with. You can use a basic pair of craft scissors to cut it. And the way to fit them on your project is you just make sure you cut it within the folds of the box. Very simple to do. And you can use your mat tool for that, or you can just follow the grid lines of the netting itself. So now we're going to put the netting on to give it the effect of a mesh window look, like so. And the way that I do that is using my glue gun. I just do a nice, smooth, and thin layer of glue at the bottom. Slide it in, line it up so that you have enough netting on either side of your window, and so the bottom is secured, and now we're going to secure the top in the same way. You just do a thin line of glue right across the netting, like so, and secure it to the box. And you're going to do that all the way around. To do the inside of the lantern, and there's a lot of different options. You've got your grid lines here now, so you can leave them as is, or you can use vellum paper cut to fit to give a translucent look to the inside of your lantern. So I'm going to leave one side with the vellum and one side without, but what I'm going to put in now is, as you can see, it's a cutout soda container, and all I'm going to do is slide this in. I've cut off the top. I'm going to slide this in, and now it's ready to put my tea lights in. On the outside, you can leave it plain with the translucent vellum, plain with the clear so that you can see inside. You can decorate it with ribbon, and I'll show you how I did that. I just cut ribbon to fit the outer edges of the cutout window, and I just hot glued them on. Very simple. And there we have it. So now we're ready for our tea lights. I tend to want to put 2 in here. And then you just fold this over. So we're ready for the last step. So now I've given you 3 different looks for this really cool lantern that you'll be able to use on a tabletop, in a window, outdoors. Don't leave it outdoors, remember it's cardboard. But you now can see what the look is like with vellum, where it's translucent. You see the glow, or with a nice decorative ribbon outline in your window, or just plain so that you can put foliage and mix your tea lights in with foliage for a really nice natural plant look for your project. So now we have our box. We've got the netting, we have the lights, we have the interior container, and put on the handle. And you can either decorate the handle with ribbon for the edges, like so, or you can leave the edges plain. And in this particular project, I'm going to leave it plain. The other option that you have is you can cut small holes and just run your cotton nautical rope through the holes and glue them on the other side. Or, especially if you're going to use ribbon, you can just glue it to the side. And that's what I'm going to do here. So now I've given you 3 different looks for this really cool lantern that you'll be able to use on a tabletop, in a window, outdoors. Don't leave it outdoors, remember it's cardboard. You now can see what the look is like with vellum, where it's translucent. You see the glow, or with a nice decorative ribbon outline in your window, or just plain, so that you can put foliage and mix your tea lights in with foliage for a really nice look for your project. So this is a small sample of the different conventional materials you can use for all kinds of art. One of my favorites are plastic bottles. You can do all kinds of things with those, such as making vases or tops for containers and carousels. This carousel, the bottom is made out of ribbon spools, old ribbon spools. And this tabletop caddy is made from cookie boxes. And I cut them in half or in thirds and made this adorable little nautical caddy. This trinket box is also made out of ribbon spools with a water bottle top with gemstones, trim, and little butterflies. The Calla Lilies are made from plastic bottles, or you can use solo cups, fast food restaurant soda cups. Any type of cup or plastic that has a slight curve to it works beautifully. And all you have to do is cut them in the shape of a heart, turn it upside down, and curl it. And you have these really cool calla lily type flowers. I hope that gives you some really great tips and ideas, all in the effort of trying to reduce single-use plastic from landfills and roadsides. Have fun creating.
Hey everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out our website and Facebook page for all sorts of cool events and programs happening here at the Ward Museum. And be sure to also check out our other social media, like our Instagram and TikTok pages. You can find us at Ward Museum for all sorts of really fun content. Hope to see you soon.